It's been said that her own life is like, well, a Danielle Steel novel. Wherever she gets her inspiration, it is certainly working because this prolific author has sold more than 500 million copies of her books. Her latest work is called Legacy, and Danielle Steel herself is here to tell us about it. Such a pleasure. Good morning.
Thank you so much.
I love this book because it forced me to ask myself a question. What kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be the kind of person who handles challenges with courage, like one of your main characters, or like your other main character, the type of person who's scared of everything?
And waits for it to happen.
And at the end, you realize it's a no-brainer which one is better.
I agree. I fell in love with the brave character, but I like the other one too because she's very human and she falls into a lot of the pitfalls that we all do. But the brave Sioux girl is irresistible.
The Sioux girl, she is the daughter of a Sioux chief who lived a long time ago, and her name is Wachiwi. How did you find this character?
She came to me. I loved the story that there are Sioux Indians that stayed in France in the time of the court of Louis XVI. They came over as guests of the court and they stayed in Brittany. And I wanted to find a character that would fit with that. And I came up with this character and then I fell in love with her.
So you found out that little nugget about the Sioux Indians who used to go to King Louis's court, and from that you just wove this incredible story. That's how it usually happens for you?
That's how it happens. I get a tiny idea.
Amazing.
And then it kind of grows.
And you have done that a total of 113 times.
I have.
And sold 590 million books. Do you think that they get better as you go along?
Oh, I'd like to think so. I hope so. I work very hard on them to make each one a little better and different than the last one. I push myself very hard, and I love what I do.
Do you go back and read your old books?
No. Once they're published, they're gone forever.
Why?
Because I'm working on new ones, and it's just, they're gone. Sometimes I read them a little bit, but usually not.
Are you working on your next book already?
2 of them.
How do you do it? Where do you find, because by the way, your life is kind of busy outside of this.
Yeah, my life's a little busy. I have 9 children. That keeps everybody busy.
You know, I did not know that about you, but I open this book and I see, to my beloved children, Beatrix, Trevor, Todd, Nick, Sam, Victoria, Vanessa, Max, and Sarah. 9 children. What's the age range?
22 to 39.
Wow, and you still have just one lives at home now.
I have 1 at home. I'm holding on dearly.
What are you going to do after that? Is it a new chapter, so to speak?
Write more books. Well, they keep me busy. I see them all the time, and we travel together, and I visit them. But it's been very hard after being mostly a mom to develop an adult life of my own and not being married anymore. I have to come up with challenges, so I get into all kinds of mischief, like starting art galleries and traveling, visiting my children, annoying them endlessly.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll find a romantic adventure, like something out of your books, for your next.
Some of those are pretty scary.
But some of them are great.
Some of those are wonderful.
Why don't you like, I understand that you don't like to be called a romance novelist, but your books, each one is so romantic.
Well, because they're not really about romance. I mean, it's an element in life, but I think of romance novels as more of a category. And I write about the situations we all deal with, loss and war and illness and jobs and careers and good things, bad things, crimes, whatever. And I really write more about the human condition.
But luckily, it's always love that seems to get us through, huh?
One hope, I think. Hope even more than love.
Thank you, Danielle, so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me
Our
here
pleasure.
today for Legacy.